Oh my goodness, what's going on, everybody? Just got back from Milwaukee with my son and the guys, and let me tell you, it's the first time I ever did 2,100 miles. Here, let me show you guys exactly. Actually, yeah, 2,060 miles. So almost 2,100 miles. If you guys could see that, almost 2,100 miles, 2,060 miles from New Jersey to Milwaukee. And then Milwaukee, we went all the way up to Green Bay to check out Lambeau Field. So all those videos will be coming in the next few days, the trip videos. Then we went back into Milwaukee and then home, 2,060 miles. On the Softail, 2003 Softail Springer Heritage Classic. No windshield, stock seat, no backrest, no nothing. It was tough, to say the least. I'm 53 years old. I just turned 53 this month. And if I was young, obviously, if I was younger, 20, 25, it's a different story, as you guys know. The older you get, you're looking for wind protection. You're looking for comfort, weather protection, right? Rain protection, comfortable seat, comfortable seating position. Well, this bike, let me tell you something. It's not like drastically bad, but it's not a road glide. You guys know I love road glides. That's my favorite Harley Davidson. I've been giving you guys content on road glides for the past 5.5 years. And just the past couple months, I'm just trying to switch it up a little bit. I didn't want to get burnt out and kind of give you guys the same content, or like I was getting kind of burnt out putting out the same content over the past 5.5 years. That's why I did some Pan America ST videos, and now we got this. And I thought it was, I thought it would be just a great experience just to take this bike on a long distance trip. And it was a great experience. Not too much for the comfort aspect of it, but let me tell you guys, no matter what bike I had, whether it was Silverback, the bike I started the channel with, if you guys that have been following me for quite a long time, remember that bike was absolutely gorgeous. And then obviously we had Mad Max, and then Blackjack, and then obviously the Pan America ST and this one. I had several other bikes for some short periods of time. But as far as the road glides, I have never gotten as many looks, as many thumbs up, as many people rolling down their window on the highway and going, damn, that bike is beautiful. Never, ever did I get that much great comments, compliments. But this bike, wow, it really stole the show. And I'm telling you, even when we were rolling down the highway in the middle of nowhere and we were passing people, and, people just literally like rolled down their window, gave me a thumbs up, or like pointing at that bike while we're riding on a highway, or even somewhere stopped at a gas station. This bike is like literally the talk of the town. You could have, and we had some bikes there that were $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, beautiful other Harley Davidsons and beautiful other bikes with us. Nobody went up to the other bikes as much as they did to this bike. This bike literally, it's a looker. That's all I got to tell you. She's dirty now. I'm going to wash her. But this bike is just absolutely gorgeous. Like I said from the beginning, the Springer front end, the pipes, all the chrome on it, the anniversary edition color with the gray and the black. It is just an absolutely gorgeous bike. And let me tell you, I actually had to have earplugs in because the pipes were so loud, but it just sounds phenomenal when you're just going through the gears, coming off, or I should say coming onto the highway from a ramp, and you're going through the gears first, second, all the way up to fifth. Oh, it just sounds good. And then when you're on the highway and you're just cruising and you're holding the throttle, or doing say 75, 80, the sound that comes out of this bike, out of the twin cam with these Paco pipes is just incredible. But I did have to have earplugs in because I realized coming into the rest stops after like being on the bike for 2 hours, my ears were ringing. So I did have earplugs in, I would say probably for about 80% of the time. But anyway, so yes, we did 2,100 miles on the bike. Cam actually did same thing, 2,100 miles on this Springer. But listen, he's a young buck, you know, a lot younger, early 20s. So the body just could handle it. But you know, when you're a little older, you know, you're starting to look for that comfort, wind protection, seating position, all of that stuff. I will have to tell you, the suspension is actually not the issue here. The suspension is actually comfortable. A lot of people said the Springer front end isn't comfortable. It is. The suspension actually works really nice. And the back suspension, and this is stock configuration, the back suspension works nice. It's plush. With the bigger tires, right? With the bigger, fatter tires, it soaks up the bumps well. The problem is the seat, number one. This seat is horrible. So what I nicknamed this bike on the trip, and me and the guys were laughing, I said this bike is a fitty. And they're like, what the hell's a fitty? It's 50 miles, that's it. You ride on the highway, you go 50 miles, you gotta pull over and rest, stretch out the legs, and just your ass starts to kill you after about 50 miles with this stock seat. It's a nice seat because obviously it's got the 2003 logo, the anniversary logo on it, but it is just not a comfortable seat. So now, for me, I'm going to say for me, again, if I was younger, if I was in my 20s, man, I'll go cross country. You know how it is. You'll go cross country on this, not a problem. But obviously, when you're older, I would say this is definitely not the bike to do the miles. Like on my road glides, I could go 200 miles with a Saddleman C. I could go 200 miles, pull over, stop, get gas. Get on the bike again, do another 200 miles, not a problem. I did multiple iron butt 1000s. I did multiple bun burners, which is 1,500 miles in 36 hours, and they didn't have a problem. There is no way that I would be able to do it on this bike. There's just no way. So is it the most comfortable bike for long distance? Absolutely not. Is it a looker? Oh, hell yeah. Like this bike is great for, say, 100, 200 mile trip, day trip, 100, 150 mile day trip around town, you know, going to a restaurant, going to get something to eat with the boys, or if you're into that thing, do the bar hopping thing, whatever. But that's about it for people for riders that are my age, or even maybe younger. I feel I'm in really good shape for my age. I work out, whatever. I exercise, I eat right, but still, this bike, as you get older, this particular style of bike is just not meant for long distance travel. But I will say, if I did have a windshield, that would have helped out big time, right? That would have definitely helped out big time. And then the second thing is, if I had a proper seat, that would have drastically changed. Obviously, my comfort level, I realized if I would have had a better seat. Now, again, I always tell you guys about the riding triangle, where your legs are positioned. That's why I love mid controls on a road glide. Once I get a road glide again, which we will, the first thing you guys know I always do is lights. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a set of mid controls on it, because when your feet are here instead of up there, it is more comfortable because your legs actually are acting as like a shock absorber, holding your weight up. When your legs are all the way out there and your arms are stretched out, literally you're from your ass up to the top of your head, your torso, everything, all that weight your ass is supporting that weight instead of some of it being your legs. So, yeah, so I mean, what we did get recently, what's crazy is when I left, our good friends over at Saddleman actually shipped me out a seat, but it didn't come in time. I know, it sucks. Like literally when I was in Milwaukee, the seat arrived. Right, so it did suck, but well, you know, they couldn't get it out in time because I asked for it a little late, but here it is. I got the seat. So let me show you guys the seat that I'm going to be putting on, and if we do some whatever, a longer distance trip or whatever, this seat will be the seat that I use. So it's probably hard. Let me try to put it up. There you go. So this seat is beautiful. I mean, you guys know I love Saddleman. This seat is beautiful. It's got the diamond stitching. I asked for it in silver. It's got the silver logo. But what's great about this seat, and I was so mad that it didn't come sooner. Look at this. It's got the damn backrest. Could you imagine if I had this on the trip? Oh my God, it would have been so much better. Now, this seat, in my honest opinion, yeah, it looks really nice and sleek in the back. So I would probably use this seat for close riding around town, stuff like that. And definitely use this for a little longer trips. But I will tell you, I'm not taking any long trips on this ever again. It's just not for me. The last leg of the ride back home was really, really tough. So I definitely wouldn't be taking this on a long trip. And then just wait until the videos. We had an issue. I don't want to tell you about it. We had an issue with the bike. We got it resolved. So you're just going to have to stay tuned for the videos. But what I did want to show you on this bike today was we're going to install the seat. This one is obviously, it looks way more comfortable and it's going to be more comfortable because I could feel the padding already in it and the backrest. I wish, oh my God, I wish I had this on the trip. And also it's pretty wide here for a passenger, but you guys know I don't ride anybody on the back of the bike. But what I do want to show you guys today is there's the bike now. We are going to take off this seat. I'm going to throw on this seat. I'll show you guys how it looks. I'll sit on the bike. I'm not going to take the bike outside today because it is already super, super humid outside and it's nice and cool in the garage. And I'm still recovering from the 2,100 mile journey. So let me take this seat off. We'll throw on the beautiful Saddleman right here. Really nice with the silver stitching, silver name, silver logo. We'll put the backrest on and then I'll show you guys how it looks. Let me show you guys how I look on the bike now. And then I'll let you guys know, does it push me forward? Does it push me back? Oh my God, this seat is so stiff. I don't know how I did the 2,100 miles. Oh my God. This, actually, the Linby crash bar with the fold-out highway pegs worked beautiful. That was a game changer because I was able to put my legs up like this, legs up on the highway pegs. That was a huge game changer. That really worked well. The bars, if you didn't see the videos, we changed the bars. The bars are perfect, spot on, comfortable, perfect height, perfect width, perfect everything. The sweep back of the hand position is perfect. So that was an issue. The seat was the biggest issue on this bike. And you know, you see how your legs are, you see how your arms are, and your ass is really absorbing all that weight, all the shocks, the bumps. And after a while, oh my God, I was literally like changing cheeks just to get to the next fuel stop. And I wish I had a backrest like that. So let's take this seat off. We'll throw on the Saddleman, and I'll show you guys how it looks. So it was another great time in Milwaukee. We had a lot of fun. I highly recommend it if you've never been to Milwaukee Homecoming. I strongly recommend you go. Yeah, that looks really good. So now, this is great for a passenger, and it would be great to obviously put a bag here because it's wider. I don't ride anybody. I would definitely prefer it to be a little more narrower back here. But this, like I said, this seat for long distance, this is the way to go. It gives you a little wider platform here, so you could, like I said, you could put the bag. It'll be more stable. And then you have the pouch, and then you have the Velcro right here where the seat goes in. Excuse me, where the backrest goes in. So now I just have to bolt this on. So the ride to Lambeau Field all the way up in Green Bay was amazing. So I think, well, let me sit on the bike to kind of give you guys an understanding how I'm situated. Oh my God. It is, this seat almost is like a cup. Whereas it's almost like a nest, and you put your bottom in it, and it just holds it perfectly. And you have a lot of lumbar support even without the backrest. It actually didn't bring me higher or forward or anything. It feels like the stock, maybe a tad bit higher. Yeah, maybe a tad bit higher and a tad bit closer. But it's really close. It's still everything, like the bar positioning, everything is perfect. But that is just a lot more comfort. Now let me put the backrest on. Oh wow, that looks pretty good actually. Let me see this now. I actually have to adjust it because there's like a adjustment right here. This would have helped so much. It's like night and day having the backrest on, because a lot of times there was no backrest, nothing for me to lay on. So a lot of times riding, because your legs are forward and your arms are forward, your back just wants to like go back, and you're clinging onto the bars, and then my hands would get cramped. But this is now holding my back in place where my arms could relax. So this is really nice. Let me show you guys how it looks. It's just a beautiful seat. You see how, like, what I'm talking about, almost like a cup. Once you sit in it, and you could see the cushion on that one, it is, oh boy, rock hard. So now you could put your bag here, strap it to the sissy bar, and you got the backrest. You got a little pouch in there. Beautiful diamond stitching with the silver stitching, silver logo, diamond pattern. Looks great. I wish I would have had it. Obviously, I like the sporty look a little better, but there is no way that I would ever ride long distance on that bike again with that seat. It looks good, but the comfort level that I would have probably had, oh my God, I just wish I had it on the trip. But yeah, so we made it back. I just wanted to show you the new seat, the new addition to the Springer. I'm gonna take her outside now and give her a wash. We were caught in the rain a bunch of times during this trip, so you guys will just have to wait and check out the videos. A lot of cool content coming. But yeah, other than that, the bike runs flawlessly, and it should, because it only has what I think about 7,000 miles on it now. Bike runs flawlessly. It purrs like a kitten on the highway. Yeah, and just really runs good. And yeah, that's it. I definitely would have obviously enjoyed a windshield on the front. There's a couple things that obviously you could do if you have this bike to make it a little better for some long distance travel. But as far as me, my days are done doing long distance traveling on a Softail. Now, not every Softail. If you guys remember a couple months ago, we were out in Texas with Harley Davidson, and me and Cam flew out, met me, and we did like a 1,600 mile trip through Texas, through New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, and back down into Arizona. That was about 1,600 miles. He did it on a Street Bob. I did it on a Softail, but I did it on a Lowrider ST. Now, I'm telling you, that Lowrider ST, I could definitely do a cross-country trip on. If I had a little bit of a taller windshield on that bike is super, super comfortable. I wouldn't change a thing other than just a taller windshield. But this bike is just, it's just a different animal. You know what I mean? The riding triangle, no fairing. Another problem is, guys, you have to understand when we do a lot of miles. We did an 8,000 mile trip last year. That took us 3 weeks from New Jersey to Oregon, California, and back. If you do a long distance trip, the biggest things are you need wind protection, you need weather protection, you need a comfortable seat, and the riding triangle has to be comfortable. Otherwise, you are going to be miserable. And then you have the young bucks, and a lot of people say, I got to rough it out. I'm going to tough it out. I'm a badass. Listen, I don't care what you think. When you're doing a lot of miles, trust me when I tell you, the miles, the wind, the discomfort is going to break you down. Even a loud exhaust. Like, that's why when I had my previous Road Glide, I didn't change out the exhaust or cam the bike. One of the reasons was the tuning wasn't in place. But the biggest reason is because I have experience in riding long distances. And I'm telling you, you don't want a loud exhaust doing a long trip because it's not enjoyable. Now you get off the bike after 400, 500, 600 mile day. Your ears are ringing. That sucks. And then if you want to wear earplugs, now you can't hear the music, or if you want to listen to some music, you can't hear it. So it's just like you want to be in the utmost best comfort possible so you could enjoy the trip and the ride, right? If you're in discomfort, if you're in pain, there's no enjoyment in that, right? And motorcycling is all about getting on two wheels and enjoying the ride. And another thing is the wind noise. So if you don't have wind protection, a fairing, a tall windshield, then you're getting blasted by wind, which will also make your ears ring when you get to the hotel at the end of the day. And not only that, just the blasting of the wind, you're holding on to the bike, and it takes a lot out of you. So the more wind you could get around and over you, the less noise, a comfortable seat, comfortable riding position, you will be able to do a lot of miles in comfort and get to your destination for that evening, and you won't feel the effects. So this way, the next day, you could do it all again. But if you're not comfortable, then I'm telling you, then I don't know. You just won't be able to do it. You're not going to be able to do it in comfort. You're not going to have a good time. And then the recuperation time is much longer because you just get beat up. So, think about it, guys. And like I said, if you plan on doing a lot of miles, have that bike comfortable, quiet, wind protection, weather protection, enjoy the ride, enjoy some nice music. If you can, I would, like I said, the best thing is this: have two bikes. Have one bike at home with friggin' cammed or big motor, loud exhaust, no wind protection, whatever you want that you do close trips with. And then have your touring bike set up for long distance travel so you can absolutely enjoy the time with your boys and, enjoy the time on the bike, looking at the scenery, listening to some music, and, really not getting hammered by the elements and so forth. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. In this video, I'm going to start editing. Our trip video should be out in a couple days. We'll probably, I don't know, we'll probably have like 4 or 5 videos on the trip. And let me know what you guys think of the bike. Absolutely gorgeous. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Peace out.